In this video, we're going to explore ways of solving systems of equations by using elimination. The idea of elimination is to get rid of either the x's or the y's by multiplying the top and bottom, or the top or bottom equation by a factor. So if we look at the first one, the x's have a 7 and a 6. So we can look for factors that they both share so that we could multiply the equations by those factors to eliminate the x's. The same thing for the y's. We could look for what does 8 and 7 both go into. So if we look at the getting rid of the x's, and again, what you choose to do is up to you, which method you use. I think 7 and 6 is a little smaller than 8 and 7, so it works a little better. So what we're going to do is take and multiply the top equation and the bottom equation by some factor. And since we're looking at 7 and 6, they share a factor of 42. So if we multiply the top by 6, 6 and 7 is 42. And if we multiply the bottom by 7, we get the same thing, 42. But if we look at this, if we multiply the top by 6 and the bottom by 7, we change the coefficients of the x's and eventually the y's, but the x's, we will change the coefficient to 42. But we really haven't done anything to eliminate those. So what we can do is multiply the bottom with the top by a negative. So if we do this, erase that, the first equation becomes 42x plus 48y equals 42. The second one becomes minus 42x minus 49y equals minus 21. Now by doing that, we have made a systems of equations where the x's in essence go away, and we're left with minus y equal 21. And then if we divide by negative 1, we get y equals minus 21. That is only 1/2 of the point, so we have to find the x. So I'll use the top original equation. You could use any of these equations, even the two new ones we created, but I think using the top one is easier. So we'll put down 7x plus 8 times a minus 21 equals 7. So we can simplify this. So 7x minus 168 equals 7. We can add 168 to both sides. So at this point, once we eliminated the x's, we were left with one equation. Here we start with an equation and we substitute for y. So we have 7x equals 175, and divide both sides. X equals 25. And to put this in proper form, we make it a point. This last equation, or set of equations, is a little more difficult because we have lots of decimals. And while we could look for a factor that the y's could become the same, which actually we could do here, or the x's, I'm going to show you a method that you can change any equation that has decimals in it by multiplying by a particular factor. So we're going to multiply the top and the bottom by 10. This will remove all of the decimal places. So if we multiply the top, and again, anytime we're working with equations, as long as we keep everything equal by multiplying or dividing both the left and the right by the same factor, the same number, our equation remains equal. And we'll do the same thing for the bottom. Oops. Don't need that 0. So now at this point, we can look to see or attempt to do elimination. So we can multiply the left by well, if we multiply the left by -2, we can leave the bottom alone, actually +2. Initially, I was thinking -8 for the top, and should be at 8 for the top, and a +4 for the bottom, but we can save ourselves a little bit of time here by just multiplying the top by that factor. Again, the method you use is really up to you. So in this instance, we will get 56x plus 8y equals 100, 7x minus 8y equals -11. The y's go away. One mistake I made is a common mistake that a lot of students make. You remember that we're taking this 2 and we're multiplying it by each term of the equations on both sides of the equal sign. I missed doing the second term, so I can just fix that and put in 2. So now we got rid of the y's. So now on the left, we're left with 63x equals 189. Divide by 63, both sides. So x equals 3. So now we have to find the y. So let me just, so I'll use the 7x minus 8y equals -11. Substitute 3 for x. So this is 21 minus 8y equals -11. Subtract 21. We'll just continue that up here. Minus 8y equals -32. Divide by -8. So y equals 4. So the proper answer again, since it's a point, will be 3, 4.